Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And I got some universal good news this morning. It's for everybody. If you are watching this, that means you woke up this morning. That means that you have breath in your body. That means that you are still here in the land of the living, thanks to the Most High God, Jesus Christ. So that means that if you don't like where you're at, if you feel hopeless, if you feel like giving up, don't. Because mercy's found you this morning. Grace found you this morning. Christ found you this morning. And so did I. Because I'm right here on your TV screen, on your phone, your iPad, whatever you're watching me from. And so I just want to encourage you to stay strong. I want to encourage you to trust the process. Trust the Lord. Lean not into your own understanding. Don't give up ever. Keep fighting. And if you feeling like me, you feeling all right today, you're not going through nothing, then praise the Lord. Because take advantage of these happy times and these happy moments. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. But guess what? God is always around to turn that frown upside down. You know, it's cheesy. But I'm so cheesy for the Lord. If you knew me, you knew. I got Jesus down in my soul, baby. I am so cheesy for him. I am. You know? People see this and be like, wow, she has changed. I have. But listen, moving on. Y'all know I gotta give Christ the praise at the beginning of every video. I just have to. Sorry if you don't like it. Not sorry. Okay, let's get straight to it. This Glovegate thing with Terrance Crawford. So, in the recent fight Terrance Crawford had, I believe it was either the 6th or the 5th round, the referee noticed that the gloves were torn on this part and on this part, both gloves in the same spot and in the thumb area, right? So she took Terrance Crawford over to the commissioners over in Omaha over there that were there at the fight and showed them the gloves. And they decided that they were okay enough for the fight to proceed. After that, Terrance Crawford knocked the boy out shortly thereafter, and that's all that she wrote. Huh. People cut grass at the wrong time, you know that? And so, fast forward 3 days later, people began to speak on the gloves, saying that the gloves were loaded. Terrance Crawford cheated. Did he not cheat? Did he cheat? Did the commissioners look like they don't know what they was doing? This and that and the third, this and that and the fourth. And my thing is, I don't care. Like, Terrance Crawford was gonna knock him out either way. He fought the plumber, for God's sake. I mean, what do you expect? I'm just happy he got a fight in. He got off because that's what that's why he took this fight, to get that money and to get off. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get the fight he really wanted this year. And so he just wanted to get off before the year ended, and he did. The gloves got busted up. Looked like it was some kind of defect with the gloves due to the fact that they both were tore in the same places on the gloves. Like, come on, it's common sense. You know what I'm saying? I seen the pictures. You see the pictures. What do you want? Like, that man, personally, for that fight in particularly, that man ain't have to cheat to fight that man. That's not nobody you know what I'm saying? It would be such a big conspiracy with. Now, if this was like in a fight like with Spitz or some shit like that, or, you know, somebody who could hurt him, you know what I'm saying? And he was cheating and them gloves was torn like that. And they weren't torn in the same spots in both places, then I would be side-eyed like, yeah. But due to the fact they tore in the same places, meaning that there was some type of defect with the gloves, the thumbs and the side part. So I mean, I didn't care when they said Tyson Fury gloves was toe up. It didn't look like it was all the way on his hand, and the way they wrapped it and all that type of stuff, and the way when he punched, how it was flopping back. I did not care. I didn't care then, you know. Here's why I didn't care. If the authorities of the sport don't see fit to straighten certain situations and call out certain situations and punish where punishment needs to be punished, or stop the fight where fights need to be stopped, when gloves and things like that, or when somebody forehead get bust wide open and the referee still let them fight. At the end of the fight, the referee full of blood. I forgot what fight that was back in 2018. I believe it was on Jermell Charlo's card where he lost to Tony Harrison. I don't know if y'all remember that fight. I don't remember the name, but it'd be a lot of little fishy shit that the authorities of the sport be allowing, and at this point, I don't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Of course, it bothers everybody who doesn't care for Terrance Crawford, of course, and it's their right to feel how they want to feel about it. I'm not here to say nobody shouldn't say nothing about it. I'm just speaking on, if the authorities don't give a damn in the sport and they ain't gonna do nothing about it, I don't give a damn. It was the commissioner's call to say stop the fight, whether they knew what they were doing or not. Because y'all say they puzzled or they didn't know what the hell they're doing. Whether they knew what they were doing or not, it doesn't matter. They felt the need to let the fight go on. They have the authority over the fight. They let the fight carry on with his gloves like that. So it's done. It is what it is. Terrance Crawford knocked the plumber out. I don't give a damn. I got to see Terrance Crawford get off, and that's all that matters. I don't give a shit. Okay? Moving on. Jermell Charlo versus, let me see how to pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, I can't stand with Tim. I'm just going to, Tim, his first name. I ain't going to try to pronounce. So I like to say the full name. And I'm bad with names, as you guys, if you watch some of my other videos, when the name is kind of complicated, I don't pronounce it right. My apologies. I have to get better with that, and I will. I liked it, that little FaceTime presser they did, or Zoom presser they did. I liked it. I like how Tim kept his composure. I like how Tim I consider the first pressers, even though this one wasn't face to face, I consider it the official first round of a fight. Because I be reading the energies and the vibes, and I be reading the facial expressions and things like that. And who would I say won in this presser? Of course, Jermell Charlo did. He handled himself like the true lion that he say that he is, and that I believe him to be at this point in his career. Tim told him, listen, you come off angry when you won your belts. You were sitting up there frowned up and this, that, and the third. And Jermell Charlo say, listen, I can sit up there and look how I want to look. And who are you guys for me to put on a Coke and a smile just because I won the belts? My family and all of my closest loved ones got to see how happy I truly was. And I loved that it did. I loved that it did, that response from Jermell Charlo. I did. But I also loved the way Tim just kept his composure. I love the little smart slide comments he was making, calling him a grumpy old man and this and that and the other. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people want Jermell Charlo to be like uppity and be like a little more okay, you have two type of, I hate to go there. I'm gonna go there. You have two type of Negroes, if you will. There's the aggressive Negro, if you will, and that would be like, they would consider like Jermell Charlo like a aggressive Negro. And most people people outside of minorities, they don't like the aggressive Negro, the outspoken Negro, the one who seems angry and just like, they don't like him, like the Deontay Wilders, the Jermell Charlos, the I'm just gonna keep them two as the two I'm referring to. They like the ones like Anthony Joshua. They like those kind. You know, Um, Even Terrance Crawford and Errol Spence, they would be considered like Anthony Joshua. They're way more composed. You know, they like those kind. They don't really like, and so that's why I feel like they a lot of times they come for Jermell Charlo the way they do and Deontay Wilder the way they have as far as their personality traits go, because they are not submissive. They're not gonna tone it down for nobody. And listen, it's okay. I'm not mad at it. Um, I just had to throw that out there because it's true. They that's just the way the world works. It is what it is. Same thing with black women. No one likes the so-called angry black woman, the aggressive, loud black woman, the one that speaks and stands up for herself. Um, they don't like that. They like the submissive feminine woman. Um, period. It just is what it is. Let me put this out there. People don't like heavy, right? And I tell a lot of women this: try not to be heavy. Me, I'm heavy. I am, and I know I'm heavy, but I'm also not looking for any type of acceptance and companionship. Do you get what I'm saying? When you're looking for that and you really do long for that, right? Especially as a woman, then you have to get rid of that heaviness in your heart. You have to get rid of the heavy aura. Like, I always use JT from City Girls and Carisha. You know, the female group City Girls. Everybody loves Carisha because Carisha is fun loving. She doesn't hold a heavy burden. But JT is beautiful, and you could tell that she's fun and she's loving too, but she's heavy. You know what I'm saying? And so she gets a lot of slack because people just hate heavy. It makes you seem bitter and just a Debbie Downer. Do you get what I'm saying? And so I say that to say this, that it's not something that just plagues black women. It plagues black men too. Plagues black men too. You know what I'm saying? So, Jermell Charlo, he has a chip on his shoulder, like he said, because he feels like he's not appreciated in the sport. He doesn't get his just due. He doesn't get his credit. And I say, Jermell, F that. You don't need their credit. You don't dare. Let me tell you something. You keep going the way you going, and they're going to have to give it to you. You get what I'm saying? They're going to have to give you your credit. You get what I'm saying? And you may never get it. Because like I say, the type of black men that you represent, they don't like that. They want you to be the submissive. They don't like the aggressive type of black person. And that goes for the black women and black men. The submissive one, the chill one, the one that doesn't have a chip on their shoulder, the coke and a smile one, or just even a more laid back one always wins. You understand what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I don't care how great you are, this and that and the other. If you can't put that coke and a smile on with it, then they hate you. They don't want to give you your credit. They will always big up the type of Negro they like over you. You get what I'm saying? And that's all. Jermell, I want Jermell to stay the same. Deontay to stay the same. Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? But that heavy load, it comes with a lot of slack and a lot of missed